Want to see your wife as a military general? Your husband as a king? Go to turnmeroyal.com, where your family snapshots come alive as Renaissance paintings. Several times each year, I have a major problem on my hands, and that is trying to come up with a gift idea for Monique. She is one of these people who, if she wants something or she sees something that she needs, she just gets it. Doesn't wait for it, doesn't put it on a Christmas list, nothing. Nope, she just gets it. And so by the time Christmas rolls around or birthday or whatever, then I say, can you give me some ideas? I don't need anything. I don't know. So it becomes a real problem when it comes time for me to shop for gifts. And in fairness to her, she does reviews for Amazon. So a lot of the times the stuff she's ordering, she's getting to do reviews on. So that's not an indictment on her. It's just the way things are. This year I told her I was getting something for her that was useless and a lot of fun. That was the term I used. And I decided to get a painting done from turnmeroyal.com. Now, turnmeroyal.com is a site that has all these painting templates. They look like Renaissance-style paintings, kings and soldiers and knights and all this stuff. And you can have your own pictures put into them. So it's a really cool idea and concept. And if you go through the website, you'll see they've got dozens and dozens to choose from, and they look really cool on the site at least. So how is the quality of it? That's what we got to figure out. Anyway, I decided that I would go ahead and order one. I chose the Lady General as the one that I'd get for her because that kind of fits her personality, and because she's a take charge kind of person. So anyway, I originally ordered an 8x10 with standard shipping, which was said to take up to 10 days. I also paid for a digital copy of the artwork. As I got looking at more videos and stuff with examples of the work, I decided I wanted something bigger. So I contacted them and bumped that up to a 12x16. And I also found out that I had an appointment or a scheduled surgery at a hospital, and I wanted to get this in before I had to go in for surgery. So I bumped up the shipping to expedited shipping as well. It took several messages back and forth, but we ultimately got it nuked out and got my order pretty much correct, although I never did get the digital copy in the right aspect ratio. It's still an 8x10 format as opposed to a 12x16. So then, other than that, though, they got it correct as far as the painting itself. So here is the picture that I provided to them. And here is the finished painting. Now, I've been a photographer for almost a half century, so I'm pretty picky about things like this. But all in all, I thought they did an amazing job. If you look at the original photo, you see that there are reflections in Monique's glasses. The artist removed those reflections in the painting. And what else? They also let me see here. They rotated her head, they thinned her face slightly, they removed an earring, they prettied up the curls on her shoulders, and took out some gray strands in the hair. Now, I paid nothing to have those revisions done. And I didn't even ask for them. They just did them. And so I thought that was really cool and showed a lot of attention to detail. And it's also a good measure of how much they want you to like what they do. Now, Monique had no idea what I was getting for her other than stupid and funny, or useless and funny, I think is what I told her. And so it was a total surprise when she got it. And what did she think of it? Watch this. Oh, good. We got a helper here. Your present arrived, and it is right next to you. Right down there. In that flat box.
The such. Oh, flat box. The feet. Like dogs.
I came up with this as an idea for an avatar for your account at work.
Wow. Boy, I wish I had that body.
The lady general is what that's called. You recognize the picture of you? That's your Facebook avatar.
Oh, the one where I'm.
Yeah, the one you shot of yourself.
Yeah, from when I started this job 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Before I gained all my weight back.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's been involved with this too.
Yeah. I want that body. Thank you, sweetie. That's pretty funny.
Clearly, Monique enjoyed the painting, so much so that she decided to get one for me. She took several pictures of me, and the excuse for taking these pictures was to see how my glasses looked. I got new toppers for the glasses and put them on, and she took several pictures. I think she did that as an excuse to get different pictures to use for having my portrait done. She sent several pictures in, and each one of them was a good shot, but there was a problem with each one. In one case, the eyes were good, but the mouth wasn't, things like that. And the people at Turn Me Royal took my eyes from one picture and my mouth from another picture. I don't know what else they did, but they kind of built a conglomerate of all the best features from these images to create the picture that they used for me. Monique's order was delivered really fast. She didn't have the change of mind and things that I put them through. So she ordered on May 23rd, and it was delivered on June 1st. And she did not pay for expedited delivery. Now, it appears that they use different printers to actually produce the paintings and ship them out to the customers. And the one that they used from us was probably 10 miles from our house. It's in Plano, Texas, and it's very close to where we live. So that's probably part of the reason we got it so quickly. But, for us, it made no sense to pay for expedited delivery. We got it fast. So how did I like it? Watch my reaction. Oh, okay. I have an idea. Oh, that's classic. Check that out, huh? That's perfect. So you can tell we both thought these were terrific gifts. I mean, how often do you get a reaction like that for a present that you get somebody to have bust up laughing and just big smiles and everything? That's a really cool reaction to get, and that's what we had. So yeah, we thought that what they did was terrific. Those two paintings are already hanging in our dining room, and we've got a couple more paintings in mind for other gifts for other people. I'm even thinking about getting a couple of them done of our cats. You can actually have these paintings done of your cats or dogs as the main character. So it's very cool. So how much does all this cost? Well, it depends on several factors. First of all, the size of the print. Like I said, I started at 8 by 10. That was one price, and then at 12 by 16, and then, bigger and bigger. I think, let's see, the biggest size, I got it written down here. Biggest size is 24 by 36. So you can get a pretty large print done if what you want to do. It also depends on how quickly you have it shipped. I mentioned that before. And finally, it depends on if they've got a sale going on. When we ordered art prints, they had a 60% off sale for the canvas prints, and these are printed on canvas. And so that's a heck of a savings. Let me quote some prices here. The 12 by 16 cost $99 instead of regular price of $250. 8 by 10 was $80 rather than $200. And the 24 by 36 was $160 as opposed to $400. So that's a really substantial savings. And I almost get the impression they run these sales all the time. They don't really charge the full regular retail price, but I could be wrong on that. We got them at the sale prices, and I thought it was a tremendous value. So are you thinking about ordering a portrait from Turnby Royal? Let me give you some tips. First, make sure you choose the right size and the right delivery method ahead of time and get it right the first time. I wasted a lot of time by tinkering around with the size and by changing the delivery time. That put a lot more work on me and them, and so don't do that. Make sure you get it right the first time in that respect. Shoot a good quality image. Don't send something crappy, because they bring the picture into their program and then modify it. So this is the starting point of your image, and if you send them a blurry image or something like that, then there's only so much that they can do to correct it. Make sure that now I say that our pictures were taken with cell phones. They weren't, DSLR portraits or anything like that. So you don't have to go whole hog on getting really high-end pictures done, but just make sure they're good, clear, sharp pictures. Also, make sure that the pictures match the orientation and positioning of the subject in the picture that you're going to use. If your subject is standing like this and looking off to the side, if that's what you want, make sure that the picture of the person that you're sending is like this, looking off to the side, or it's like this, or head down or head up. Just make sure that the head matches the body that you're trying to match it up to. Now, if it doesn't exactly, in virtually every case, it'll still look good. But if you really want the impression that you find in the samples that you're looking at, then try to match the orientation of their head to fit the body. If you want to really be smart, take several pictures of the same pose and maybe have them change expressions or something like that. You don't have to tell them what you're doing it for. It could still be a surprise. But get different expressions in the same outfit, same pose, and so that you have more to choose from later on when you actually pick which picture or pictures that you send in. You are going to get a proof. They'll do their work on it, and they'll send you a digital copy for you to look at. Give it a really good close look over and make sure it matches what you want. In Monique, in the portrait of Monique, the original proof had the neck too long. The head was way above the cadet collar that was in the original artwork. And I showed the picture or that graphic to my son, and his question was, why did they give her a giraffe neck? So I pointed that out to him, and they immediately dropped that down and fixed it right away. But that's up to you to catch little things like that. So make sure you give it a good once over before you approve it. When you place your order a digital copy as well as a print. This way you got something that you can put on Facebook or send on emails, things like that, as well as the printed version which you put on your wall. Place the order well in advance. Like I said, they say 10 days to deliver based on regular shipping. You don't know how long it's going to take to go back and forth to get all the fixes made that you want or revisions, things like that. So order in plenty of time. Also, keep an idea or keep your eyes open for when they have sales going on. As I say, they may have them going on all the time. I don't know. But watch for sales and make sure you order in sale, because 60% off is a big deal. And you want to make sure you take advantage of a sale like that if you can. And I'll say one more thing. I ordered it without really doing much checking on the company itself. And after I ordered it, I went to the Better Business Bureau and was very concerned because I read a whole bunch of negative reviews about this company. I was like, oh crap, did I just throw my money away? It looks like, I looked over all the reviews, and it looks like they had some problems in 2023. Very few negative comments were posted in 2024. So it appears, based on what I've seen, that they may have gotten past the problem, whatever problems they were having, and they're back on track. We certainly were really happy with the service we got. The communications that we got from the customer service were a little slow at times, but they were always very friendly, and they took care of us and got us what we asked for when we asked for it. So all in all, we were just super happy with it. But just be advised that they did have that in their background, and you may or may not want to let that influence your decision as to whether you order from them. So that's our review of the portraits by TurnMeRoyal.com. We thought they did a terrific job. We got a great value in all the adjustments and corrections and revisions that they did, and their work was excellent. And the sale prices just made it an extremely good value. If you want something that's useless and a lot of fun, you want something for a person who is impossible to shop for, you can't do much better than turning them into royalty. And a portrait from TurnMeRoyal.com is just a really fun way to do that.